I am so excited that we are now moving into what you're going to want to do on a regular basis, which is some sort of training type of thing, whether it's online or offline, whether it's one day, 1 hour, a half a day, 3 days, whatever that it is that you're doing. Most everything boils down to one simple framework that gets used in a variety of ways or is applied in different ways depending on whether or not you're doing an online training, you're doing a in-person class or workshop, whether you're hosting an event, a telesummit, anything like that. 3-day challenges, you know that I love those. And it boils down to this simple 4-piece framework. One is you start with your story, and yes, the order does matter. You start with your story. Now, remember, you use the story, your stage story, over and over and over during different types of trainings that you're doing or interviews and, everywhere. Basically, you're using the stage story everywhere, okay? And that is where you're going to start because you want to create that connection with your audience right away, right? So 1 is your stage story. Number 2 are the teaching points that you have. Whether it's 1 or 3, don't make it too long, don't make it too complicated. Remember, people can't remember that much. Like, I can't even remember a couple things at the grocery store because I get so distracted by what else I see. So remember that whatever it is that you are doing, it has to fit the container of what you're doing. If it's a 3-day challenge, you might be able to give more than if you're doing a 30-minute training or an hour training, right? So make sure whatever you're teaching fits the container and is appropriate for what it is. You might have only 10 or 15 or 20 minutes on stage and you have to do it like a TED Talk. So just make sure, again, it's appropriate, okay? So number 1 was your story, number 2 was your teaching points, number 3 is your offer. Now, it can be more bold, it can be more slick, it just depends on what you're doing and where you are. It could be a soft offer, or it could be a very blatant, and here's my offer. It could be a free offer, it could be a paid offer, but you want to put your offer in there, okay? And then the 4th piece is the one that everybody seems to forget. You want to leave them in their heart, right? So you shared a story that was probably heartfelt. You shared teaching points, which was probably brain and logic stuff, right? Academic type of thing. Then you shared an offer, which again was kind of more a logical thing, right? Offers can also have a heart component to it too. But how do people decide, right? How do people decide on moving forward? They make decisions with their emotions and then they justify with their logic. So the 4th thing that you want to do is leave them back in their heart after your offer so that they will be motivated, they will be inspired to take action. And you'll get all the details of how to do this all broken down below. Okay? Check it out.